care about kindness and social justice, and you want to keep your kids reading this summer, then we have some really exciting news for you. We have a very exciting new special guest on to join now. So she should be coming in here in a moment, and we'll be sharing all about the project that we're doing. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
I'm so excited to chat today.
I know, me too. It's awesome.
Yeah, so I think we've been kind of teasing the news all day. Do you want to jump in and tell everyone what we're doing?
Yeah, sure. So I actually didn't hear how much you said, but hey, everyone. So you well, we had a meeting, right? A couple of months ago, I feel like, and Shelby actually had this amazing idea about doing a summer reading program. And I was like, ooh, tell me more. Um, And I was instantly intrigued. And we have been working ever since then to kind of develop this new community that we're both super excited about, because I think it is very aligned, wouldn't you say,
Oh, yeah.
with both of our missions. I mean, I don't know how it could get any more aligned than inclusive books that are centered on social justice. Right. So yeah, we're doing it. We are going to have a social justice reading camp, club, whatever you'd like to call it, called the Kind Little, oh my goodness, Shelby, I don't even remember now.
Kind Little Book Club.
Kind Little Book Club.
Yes.
We've been bouncing around with so many different names because
of so many ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just super excited. Do you want to share like a little bit about how you came up with this idea? Because
Yeah,
it's kind of like your brainchild.
Kind of. I think I felt like it was together. I mean, it just, we've been talking about working together on another collaboration for a long time, and thinking about, where does our work intersect? And obviously it's on inclusive books. And with summer coming up, it's just a time when I think so many parents and caregivers want to engage their kids in reading, make sure they're reading throughout the summer. And also it's just a really good opportunity to dive into some justice issues, to make sure you're keeping up on kind of teaching that kindness while they're home for the summer. So I guess it all kind of came together that way. And we really wanted to bring kids together to be able to connect with one another. I feel like in my work, and maybe in yours too, a lot of it is done in isolation, and maybe kids aren't connected to one another, parents and caregivers aren't connected to one another. And so just thinking about, how can we come together? There's so many folks doing this work, and we want to do it together. So this program will be completely virtual. So no matter where you live, you'll be able to, or your kids will be able to participate, and you can participate with your kids as well. So it's designed for elementary school kids. So yeah, that's a little about it. If you have elementary school kids at home, if you're a parent, caregiver, nanny, babysitter, aunt, uncle, grandparent, anyone who's going to be with kids this summer, it's going to be a really good opportunity for them.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that. And someone asked the age, which you covered. I would even say like 4 up. Like I'm thinking my daughter will probably be a part of this. And all of the books that we have chosen. So we handpicked every single book. So once you sign up, not only are you going to get access to our group, right? We're going to be meeting twice a month, and we're going to be covering different themes. So 2 different themes every single month. So June, obviously, we're going to kickstart with Pride. And in those sessions, we're inviting in the author of the book that we are focusing on, but we're also going to be including like an entire summer reading list, discussion questions. So I think that's really important too. This is something that you can then extend upon at home. Hopefully some action items. The author is obviously going to share their book, and then do some Q&A, opportunity for community. Like you said, I mean, I know me myself, it feels really lonely. And especially now, like I think it's just really important to be in community. And what better way to be in community with your child than modeling how to participate in activism with your child so that they can be a part of it too. Or like you said, or a niece or nephew or grandchild, or, my best friend's kids are already interested in this. So just being able to show up with them and them see you do the work, and they get to participate in it too is really, really
Yeah.
awesome. So I gave like a little bit of the logistics. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, I could talk a little more. So, like Caitlin said, we'll be meeting twice a month, open for parents and caregivers and the kids. So, to be able to connect, we'll have special guest authors coming to read their book. So, the kids will get to read the book with the author and ask questions and have a conversation about it. We're going to do some activities, arts and crafts, other fun stuff like that. Like I said, it's elementary school, but I think for sure like 4 and up would be fine. And, you know, maybe some middle schoolers will even want to participate. We're going to be jumping into lots of topics that are going to be new, even to some adults. So, or, you know, still have a lot to learn for some adults. So, elementary school, but really kind of all ages are welcome to join. Let's see what else. We'll be covering lots of different themes and also open to suggestions on expanding those themes too. So those are kind of the logistics. But yeah, I think a good point you made, Caitlin, is just really like bringing families together. It's a really good way to come together, guide these conversations, especially if you're new to this work and you maybe don't want to be the one to start the conversation. It can be, hey, we're going to go to this event with other kids and read a book and start the conversation that way, because sometimes jumping into it by yourself can feel really overwhelming. And I think especially lately, social media in particular has made kind of the space of social justice and activism feel very lonely. It feels very isolating sometimes. It can feel, you know, just like we're not in community anymore. So bringing us back together in a space where we can ask honest questions, especially for kids, because kids have lots of those, and just be able to chat about things that matter in a way that's gonna hopefully get kids excited, help them find something that they're passionate about. Throughout the summer, we're going to cover lots of different topics. So, you know, whatever they're into, hopefully we'll get into it. And yeah, it's just going to be a really good opportunity to bring it back to learning in books, which is what we're all about.
I can't even tell you how like selfishly I'm excited for this because as a parent,
Mm-hmm.
right, who has a
Yeah.
child who, you know, I have been incorporating this throughout her life from the time she was in my belly, you know,
Right.
like literally for that long. I also feel this sense of, oh, well, everyone knows what I know, right? And that can be hard too, because if you've been in this space for a long time, not everyone is starting out where you are starting out. So to be able to be connected with other caregivers who may have an array of different knowledge
Yeah.
is like really, really exciting for me too. And to be able for people to know, I think that you're just not alone right now, and know that there are other caregivers in the world who really care about these things and who are
Yeah.
trying impact. And the amount of work that can be done through a picture book is just so inspiring. Like, I honestly think any single time you're going to sit down and have a conversation, a quote unquote hard
Yeah.
conversation, to me, it may, you know, but to a lot of parents it is,
Right.
and they don't navigate it. Um, Picture books are just such a beautiful answer,
Yeah.
even,
Yeah.
even for adults, like you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we have middle and high school, you know, educators sometimes who use our kits and use the picture books that go with them to start these conversations, because it's just like brings it back to story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so powerful. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there are times when my partner, Kevin, is reading to our
Yeah.
daughter and he's like, wow, like, can you explain this a little bit more to me? And it really opens up conversations between the two of us as
Yeah.
well, because it unfortunately wasn't the way many of us grew up. And I think it's just awesome that we have, you know, the opportunity to expand upon these questions now. So we mentioned 2 times a month.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting on June 11th. It's going to be our session at 6
Yeah.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Trying to
Mm-hmm.
like really provide an opportunity for everyone anywhere to be a part of this. And that was kind of the best that we could come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so have the conversation even over dinner time if you're on the East Coast. But then
Yeah.
we're also going to be offering another time later in the month, which is going to be 4:30 on a Sunday. So we're trying to do weekday, weekend, a little later, a little earlier. And then we have multiple ways in which people can sign up, right?
Yeah, so we're going to, and there is a wait list available now. So if you are excited and ready, go get yourself on the wait list, and so that you'll be the first to be notified as soon as the options are available. But yeah, so we'll have 6 sessions over the summer, and there will be some options to choose just the sessions that you want to attend or join for the whole summer, for the whole book club. So kind of whatever works for you. We're trying to make it easy for everyone to be involved. But even if you can't make it live on some of the sessions, we are going to record them, so you can go back and watch it with your children when you have time, when it's convenient for you, and still kind of get to engage with hearing from the author and, you know, doing the crafts together and all that stuff. So don't worry too much if the time isn't going to work specifically for you. There's still an opportunity to be involved.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned that, along with, you know, the reading list and the book tracker and the discussion questions. If there if you're like, oh my goodness, there are 4 that I want to go to throughout the summer, if you actually buy the package for all 6, you are saving money. So it might be something that you'd be interested in, and then you will still get that recording as well. So it's something to think about for sure.
Yeah.
Can you tell everyone where to sign up for the wait list?
Yep, so you can sign up for the waitlist. We have links in both of our bios, so you can grab it there. Or you can just go to, let me make sure I get this link right. So that, yep, it's LJL.Education/kind. LJL.Education/kind. We'll put it in the description below. So if you're watching this not live, you'll be able to see it then. But otherwise, just check out the links in our bio. Go to LJL.Education, or yeah, LJL.Education/kind, and you'll be able to sign up. So do you want to share about the giveaway that we're doing for today?
Yes.
Or for the waitlist?
Yeah. So when you sign up, you are literally just putting in your email, and then we will notify you once we have the website up and running, when you can purchase your packages, when you can be a part of the book club. But if you sign up for the wait list, we are going to choose one winner who can win all of the books from the featured sessions that we are doing this summer. So you have the opportunity to win 6 books, and those will be the books that we are covering on our session. So that is really exciting. So even if you aren't really necessarily sold on being able to make it, sign up, because then you have an opportunity of winning some really amazing inclusive books that we spent a lot of time compiling.
Yes, exactly. So definitely go sign up for your chance to win those books. Those are 6 books. You'd have them all there. So if you were joining the sessions, it would make it very easy. You won't have to, you know, take a trip to the library or anything. You'll have all the books that we're going to be talking about in the sessions. And then we've talked a little bit about kind of pricing. Just want to also mention that this is going to be a sliding scale. And if you can't afford it, we're still going to make sure that you get access to it. So sign up even if you're kind of not sure about the money side of things. Of course, for us, we always want to make everything accessible. So if money is going to be an issue, your kid can still participate. We're not turning anyone away for this program. We want every child to be able to participate. So no worries. So sign up if you're interested at all, and we'll make it work.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned that, for sure. Sign up. Feel free to email either of us. We will make sure that you are part of this.
Yeah.
And another thing that I wanted to mention, which we've talked about a little bit, Shelby, but I'm kind of throwing it out there. I think that this giveaway is really amazing, but we will probably also have some really exciting giveaways throughout the summer too, because between the incredible social justice boxes that you put out and books that we put out, we have some like really exciting things that we can offer the people who become members of the book club. So that's another thing to kind of look forward to. And I think most of all for me, it's creating this space where we can potentially talk about some action items too, you know. I think it's beautiful to have these conversations. I think it's amazing to open up the idea of activism with your kids through books. But I also know that there are a lot of caregivers out there specifically looking for more. Like, what's
Yeah.
that next step? What can I do with my kid to make them feel empowered to be activated and want to create change, and how can we do it together? So I'm really excited about that too.
Yes, me too. And I think a lot of kids have that question too. So when you start to introduce topics of justice and kindness with your kids, and they start to see injustice in the world, especially as they get older, they're going to want to know, what can I do? Like, what
Mhm.
can I do to make the world better? What's my role in this? Like, what action can I take? And it really gives kids a sense of agency and control over what can sometimes feel like very daunting and scary topics. So yes, we definitely want to bring in that action piece. And I know that that can be really, really hard for parents and caregivers because there's just so much to do all the time. So, teaching about all these topics and then also making it actionable is so hard. So we will, hopefully be able to do that all summer long with your kids. And so that they can, be excited, be engaged, learning, and also hopefully be hopeful for the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping too, again, selfishly, that we will be able to extend this. Like, we are kind of doing this as a test run,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say, this summer? And then
Yeah.
potentially, I don't know, maybe even limit it to one session a month,
Hmm.
once kids are in school, so that it doesn't feel kind of
Yeah.
overwhelming, because we want it to be a tool and a community above all,
Hmm.
where you're excited to
Yeah.
participate and you're excited to be with one another,
Hmm.
with your kids. But I would love to continue this into the school year too. So don't think, if you're like, oh my goodness, this sounds amazing, I want something like this all of the time. We have the power to make that
Yeah.
happen. So
Yeah, we're definitely going to be open to kind of feedback and learning. This is our first time doing it, so we want to hear from you. We want to build this community together and, do it in the way that makes sense for all of us.
yeah, absolutely. Is there anything you want to add?
I don't think so. Go sign up on the wait list if you haven't yet. Even if you're not sure, it's not a commitment. It's just so that you'll get information when it launches very soon, and so you'll get entered into our waitlist giveaway. So go sign up and reach out if you have any questions. But otherwise, no, we're just so excited to connect with you all this summer.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited. We're also going to post even more information. So if for some reason you didn't get to hear this, we aren't doing the official sign up until like June 5th. So we have plenty of time to release
Mhm.
information, answer any of your questions, provide some examples of what we're going to be doing. And yeah,
Yeah.
just like I'm just very excited.
Me too. All right. Well, thanks, Caitlin, and thank you all for joining. I'm so excited to be working with all of you this summer.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, Shelby.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.